Guys, what is going on? My name is Ryan. I play chess, put my videos on YouTube. Today I've got a cool video for you. My French defense went all the way to beat a 1700 rated player. That's my PR, I guess, is the highest rated player I've won against. 1700 is definitely up there, and I went into this game expecting to get destroyed. And it's not only that, that's why I like this game. I also like it because I took an exchange for a queen, which put me in a cool endgame situation with two rooks versus a queen. And I think that that endgame is oftentimes stronger than, if you had the queen. But I'd like to just show you why in this game. So it starts with the French. It's e4, e6, d4, d5. He does the advanced variation, and I bring my queen here, preventing his bishop from developing right away. He goes ahead and tries to trade queens off, which is a fine move in this situation. I go ahead and take the pawn. I'm in no rush to take his queen. If he takes me, it opens up my rook on this file more. I often like it when they take. And he took right away, and he reclaimed his pawn. I developed a knight, and he prevented any shenanigans from me over on the queen side. That's fine, because the correct move in this situation was to bring the bishop right here, because my next move is f5, attacking this twice now. He defends it, forced to give up the dark squared bishop. Typically a bishop exchange for a knight is favorable. But I developed my last minor piece. He threatens that now, and I go ahead and take his bishop, reclaims it, castles, castles, and I push this pawn trying to break through in the center. He's got a weak back rank pawn here, and I kind of exploit that. He's going after my pawn here, but that's no worries. I'm able to scoot away now, and I've got a nice center. So instead of just taking here, I'm threatening taking this knight and then taking this pawn. He goes ahead and stops that, and I go ahead and threaten the knight, because I don't want him to take this pawn, but this bishop is also under attack from this knight, so I threaten the rook. Rook moves up one, and I protect my pawn here. Knight moves out of the way, and I threaten this a second time, threatening to win the pawn. He threatens my bishop. I go over here. Now that this guy is off the 8th rank, I'm able to threaten this now. If he takes my bishop, I take his rook. So he moves the rook down. I go ahead and take this knight here. He takes back, and I move my bishop up one. He threatens it again, and I drop all the way back. I bring my bishop back to its starting place and kind of reset myself. This pawn is now a huge hassle for me, and I need to deal with it as soon as possible. He's trying to double up rooks here to continue on pushing. I realize at this point that I'm going to need to get my king involved if I'm going to stop this thing. The only way to do this right now is by putting that pawn on g6. He comes down and threatens this move, which really isn't that huge, but basically, so I had a couple options here. And I think I chose the best one, but I just took on the knight. He takes back with the pawn, and then my thinking was if I took this rook, then he would take back, and then I would take this pawn, but he made it more interesting in that he queened it instead. Now I have two very active rooks to this queen that is deep in my territory right now, a little bit out of place. He doesn't have any great immediate checks or anything, so he's a little bit misplaced, and my rooks are raining down on this king. So he's threatening this pawn here, but I'm able to come in with check, and then protect this pawn with this rook. He's trying to queen this pawn, but that's fine with us because we are going to queen our pawn faster. And at this point, this 1700 rated player resigned. Pretty good game. I enjoyed that a lot. And anyways, I hope you guys liked this video. Showed a little bit about why two rooks is better than a queen oftentimes in an endgame, especially with a bunch of pawns. But I wish you the best of luck in your chess. Have a good night. What's up, guys? Thanks again for watching my video here today. I really appreciate it. And if you have any questions about any specific moves or anything about the game, please leave them below. I'd love to answer those. And last but not least, if you got anything out of this video at all, or you just simply enjoyed it, I would highly encourage you to subscribe. It helps me out a lot, and that way you can get in touch with any future videos that I put out. Anyways, have a good rest of your day, and good luck in your chess.